Messy drama has continued to surround May and Yul Edochie's divorce saga, as the lawyer of the woman has opened more cans of wound. May Edochie's lawyer had claimed that the actor was a deadbeat father who did not take care of the financial needs of his children. According to him, Yul claimed May was earning more than him. She should take care of the responsibilities of the family. The lawyer said Yul Edochie told his daughter, Danielle, that her mother, May, earns more than him and should pay her school fees. This started after the upcoming preacher, Yul Edochie, claimed that couples could always walk out of a marriage if it was not working and without hurting anyone. He said this during a podcast interview, adding that there was nothing wrong with leaving a failed marriage and that people could choose to marry 50 times if they wanted to. The controversial actor claimed that personal happiness was more important to him than public opinion when it comes to marriage. He added that it was equally acceptable to remain unmarried if it made one happy. In response, May's attorney, Emeka Ugwuonye, revealed that Yul Edochie didn't follow his public statement during his marital crisis with May Edochie, especially when he said leaving the marriage without hurting anyone. The lawyer claimed that Yul was violent towards May Edochie after the death of their son, which was why May rushed to seek protection from the court by filing for divorce and requesting a restricting order. Before then, May Edochie was reluctant to fight for divorce until Yul started being violent towards her. According to the lawyer, Yul Edochie wanted to force May Edochie into accepting a second wife in their marriage as a proud polygamist and noted that marriage was not a beer parlor for people to walk in and walk out as they liked without following the due procedures. Issuing some threats and warning, the lawyer said he was ready to speak even if May did not permit him. He also warned Yul Edochie and Judy to stop granting interviews that would put the lives of his clients and kids at risk. Speaking further, the lawyer claimed that Yul Edochie and his second wife were making everyone look stupid as he told them to stop misleading the public. However, Yul Edochie's interview was not the only thing that made May's lawyer angrily speak out. Recall that in 2022, Yul took a second wife, Judy, against the wish of his first wife, May Edochie. May noted that she would not want to be counted, and this did not go down well with Yul, who continued to flaunt Judy. In a recent podcast on The Honest Bunch, Yvonne Jogede threw her support for Yul Edochie's second marriage, stating that Ned Nwoko is also a polygamist, but many supported him. Yvonne, who spoke about the pains and trials she endured in her former marriage, criticized those supporting Regina Daniels' husband, Ned Nwoko's polygamous nature, and at the same time, they chose to criticize Yul Edochie for doing the same. In a video, May Edochie's lawyer, Emeka Ugwuonye, reacted to Yvonne's statement in the podcast by saying that Yul and Ned Nwoko's marriage are different. The lawyer said that Ned made it clear from onset that he's into polygamy and even his other wives were aware of the fact. But Yul's marriage to Judy is a fraud because he misled May Edochie with a monogamous marriage and along the line wanted to switch to something he's not even capable of handling. The lawyer stated that Ned pays his children's school fees and foot other bills in his home, while Yul has refused to do so just because he feels May Edochie is earning more than him. However, May's lawyer was not the only one who reacted to Yvonne Jagede's opinion. Rita Edochie also threw her disappointment. In a lengthy post made by Rita Edochie, who has been taking side with May Edochie ever since Yul Edochie married Judy, said the apology Jagede tendered was not from her heart. In the lengthy post, the veteran actress explained the action of the actress was source of distress to her home marrow. She asked Jagede what she would do if May were her sister. Raining curses on the people still supporting Yul, she noted that they would go through the pain that May had been through and had been subjected to. This is the time to click on the like button and like this video. Amid the criticism that trailed the explosive comment, Yvonne apologized to her fans, May, and women. According to the mother of one, Her words did not correctly convey her true intentions. She acknowledged May's pain and hardship during her marriage to Yul Edochie and regretted the misconstruction of her statement.
If you have a marriage under the Marriage Act and you try to marry a second one or marry a second one, that is a crime. So everybody who wants to marry, a smart person who wants to marry in Nigeria, should ask himself, what do you want? What do I want? What sort of marriage do I want? What sort of life do I want to live? Then you choose which law should govern your marriage. So Ned Walker is an intelligent man. He's a lawyer. He's well-traveled. Ned knew he wanted more than one wife. He knew. So he did not marry any woman under the Marriage Act. So he made it clear to everybody that he has right to marry more women. Also, Ned is a Muslim, but he did not marry under the Sharia. He married under the customary law of Anyoma people in Delta State, where he is from. So, Ned's marriage to Regina or any of his wives does not violate any law. It does not violate any promise. It does not violate any expectations of monogamy, because he was from the beginning clear that he was not going to be in a monogamous marriage. He wanted polygamy. So Ned did not violate any law. Compared to Yul Edochie, Yul married May under the Marriage Act. In the Marriage Act, it's very clear. And by marrying her under the Marriage Act, he and May understood they were going into a monogamous marriage. May understood there would not be a second wife. May understood from the beginning that she would be the only wife. Everybody around them, children, parents, understood that they would be in a monogamous marriage. So when Yul began to try to marry Judy, Yul was violating the law. He was violating a fundamental promise. He was violating his vow. He was committing an offense. Even if you don't enforce that offense, he committed a crime. So how can you compare the two? You can't. Anybody comparing the two is plain stupid, because they're on a different track. Ned Walker is following his track and his rights on that track according to law. Yul Edochie followed the English track, the Marriage Act track, and then wants to switch. In the middle of the race, he wanted to jump into another track. That is stupid. That's not right. You can't compare them. Now, let us do other things. There is something else you have to deal with when you come to marriage. You're dealing with the issue of fairness. 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 The promises you made to your wife at the beginning of this marriage, are you keeping to it? Are you keeping to that promise? You promised her monogamy, you promised her faithfulness, and you went sleeping with another woman for 6 years in secret, living a double life? No. Ned was clear. Ned told Regina. Regina saw it. Regina saw that Ned was married. And Ned told Regina, I'm going into a polygamy. And Ned told his other wives, according to them, they all understood it. They all welcomed Regina. So there was no deception. There was no fraud. There was no lie in Ned's case. But compared to Yul was a bloody liar. He lived a double life with a secret woman who was possibly married to another man. That's what we call double-edged adultery. Adultery against your wife, adultery against the husband of the woman you're messing around with. How dare you compare the two? Regina wasn't married to anybody when Ned met her. Indeed, Ned is proud that she was a virgin. And Ned was very candid. Regina was well informed. Even though so young, Regina's mother was involved in the process. So a parental consent and parental participation was achieved. So Ned played it straight. In accordance with his belief and system, he wanted polygamy, and he pursued polygamy consistent with the law of his country. But Yul Edochie did something else. And have you ever seen Ned attacking any of the wives? I mean, have you ever seen Ned attacking any of his wives? Have you ever seen Regina attacking any of Ned's wives? Ned's other wives? Regina is praising them instead. But what do you have in Judy? Judy is monstrously pursuing a campaign of calumny and smear against me. And you dare compare them. Something else you people don't understand, but you gotta understand today. Ned is taking care of all the children, all his children. He's paying their school fees, he's feeding them. Yul is not doing that. Yul is not supporting his children as we speak. He's not at all. Indeed, Yul told his daughter that their mother is making more money than him now. Can you imagine? So now you're going into polygamy, but you can't take care of the children? You want to try polygamy? So please, don't compare the two. Don't.
Me, marriage is not a do or die thing. No, keep yourself. It could work. If you see it's not working, walk away. You know, respectfully. You don't have to hurt each other.
They don't have to be any issue,
no.
Really.
This person is trying to hurt this person. This one is trying to. No, you don't need all that. Walk away.
Unnecessary. Me, I always say that.
And then once you're walking away, you see the next person you decide to marry. You know, walk again, go. See another one, marry. You know, walk again, go. You can marry 50 times.
I feel like it's better to.
Nobody fear anything. You can't control how people react towards you.
You can't actually.
So what makes me happy is different from what's going to make you happy. What's going to make you happy? Okay, and don't let anybody tell you do this and it will be good for you. No, find out what works for you.
Sure.
And if you decide in this life that you will not marry till you die, please don't be happy.
I don't want to be taken on you, Edochie. But one thing I will promise you is this. If Yul gives any more interview about his marriage while the case is pending in court, if he gives any more interview, I'm going to respond. And when I respond, you'll be shocked because I will tell you more things. I will reveal more things. I will tell you what you did after their son died that caused May to rush to court. May was slow. May was very slow to go to court. She was fully contemplative of all the wide implications. She was studying the situation, calculating every move, but something pushed her to court. You'll be very shocked if you heard the behavior of you right after they lost their child, which caused me to go to court and which caused me to ask for judicial protection against violence because her own safety and her own life were at stake after you behaved in a certain way. So please, you should keep quiet. He and Judy, stay out of the media. Mind your business. If you talk about me again and start spreading lies again or insinuating anything to cause emotional torture or pain on me, we will respond. I will respond. I will probably respond. I will respond without asking for permission of the client because you are misleading the public. And you are making all of us involved in this case look stupid. So one more interview from you, he will get it.
Meanwhile, if you are following the case of Celine and Afiba, you will notice that activist Harrison and Andrew's friend, Mr. Ben, are now at war. If you want to know the cause of their fight, click on the video showing on the screen right now to know why Mr. Ben and Harrison are fighting.